Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Planning with Bree. I'm Bree, and today I am going to be setting up the July spread in my mom's prayer journal. Today I am going to be doing a safari theme, and if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so let's start out with a few supplies that I picked up from Michael's. I picked up these 3 washi tapes. As you can see, they're all patterned. There's a snake skin, a cheetah print skin, and a zebra print. I also picked up a whole lot of stickers. These are safari themed stickers, and I found them all at Michael's. That first one was just some giraffes, and then the next one was a various thing of stickers with all types of animals that you would see on a safari. And then I got this large book of stickers, and I'm just going to pull out the green ones or anything with leaves on them that will match the color scheme that I've chosen. I have a lot of stickers, and if this is your first time joining, I do not usually use stickers. This is probably maybe my second or third time. But I also have construction paper, which I may not use. I have some craft paper, my Crayola markers, as well as my Microns and my Uniball Signo pens. So I have a lot of supplies for this one. I was really excited to do this theme. If you guys know, then you know. My mom usually does not give me a theme. Usually when I ask her, she looks at me and says, "Haven't we been over this?" And she usually doesn't give me a theme. But this particular day, I asked her and she gave me 2 themes. She gave me one for July and she gave me one for August. And then she very politely told me, don't ask her again. So if you guys have any themes in mind for a prayer journal, please leave them below. I would love to know, what are your themes for July? Are there any themes that you are excited about for the upcoming months? And do you have any ideas? So right now I'm starting out with this cover page with this dark hunter green piece of craft paper. I actually cut this off of a folder, like a file folder, a long time ago. I also printed off a lot of pictures from Pinterest, and I'm just placing them around on my page. I'm trying to move some animals around to see how I would like them on this cover page as well. I do like the collage, but sometimes I get a little insecure about the placement of things. But on this spread, I was a little bit more confident just because I didn't have a lot of pictures to work with, so I wasn't overwhelmed with as many choices, and I also had various sizes. So I did lose some footage there, but all I did was add a few stickers, and then I also added some stickers for the word July at the top, right above that woman's head. So right here, I realized that I messed up, and I wanted to try to cover it up to see if I could rewrite the word summer for this quote that I have. But then I decided to just embrace it and just completely go with it. So I'm writing out the word summertime, and I'm going to finish the quote in a Micron. I believe this is the 05 nib. And this quote says, "Summertime is always the best of what might be." I looked up a lot of quotes as it pertains to safari, the jungle, things like that, and there were a lot of very good quotes, but I didn't want them to be too specific about a safari, or some of them were about visiting the continent of Africa, which I mean, she hasn't done yet, and I'm sure she does want to do, but they were also very long. I don't know. So some of them were amazing quotes. There was also this quote from The Lion King that I may have wanted to use, but I'll probably put that somewhere else. So I settled on this quote. I don't remember who said it. I'll try to look it up and put it in the description box if I can find it. But I did want to point that out. I did not say this. If you didn't know that already, this is not my quote. So I am just going to do some ombre lettering with my Crayolas. I am going to color the top part of this lettering, or my hand lettering, with a very, very dark green, and then I'm going to use that same light green that I used before and just blend the two colors together, just to give a less harsh line between the very, very dark green and the lighter green. There are a few ways you can do ombre. You can use the same color and just go over the top of the letters to create an ombre effect. I actually just did that in my own prayer journal yesterday, and it comes out very, very nice. I actually may start doing that a little bit more because it takes less time, but I really enjoy doing the two color ombre. It's more dramatic. And I just like the look of it. So I'm just going to put a very, very thick border around this page, and I'm using the lightest tan in that Crayola Supertips set, and this marker is running out, and I'm very, very upset about it. This is one of my favorite markers, and I'm losing the ink in it, and I don't know what to do. So I realized after I placed this elephant down that it did cover up some of the wording. I tried to move it, but it was stuck down pretty good, so I just left it because you can still make out what the quote says. And y'all, I am using washi tape, and it actually looks good. I think I may be getting the hang of it. So this is the cover page. I really enjoyed how this cover page turned out. So next we're going to move on to the next page, which is her prayers page. Now this page gave me a little bit of trouble because I wanted there to be some collaging on this page. Right now I am using some scrap paper to fill the left side, or the left half of the left page. I'm just tearing them up so that it doesn't cover too much of the page, and to give it the effect that I would like. I did want to cover the whole half of this page, so that was the goal. So I had to layer these on top of each other so that it would cover enough of the page, and I tried to line up the jagged edges of it so that it would be one continuous flow. As I'm looking at it now, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it did, but after I got done, I did regret it a little bit and wish I had stopped at just that one section at the top. But you know, hindsight is always 20/20. At least that's what they say. So now I'm going to play around with the other elements that I have. So this scrap of paper I also got from Michael's a long time ago. This particular paper is textured, and I cannot write on it, so I usually just use it for a splash of color in the background. And then I have this picture of a sunset that I printed off a long time ago from Pinterest, and I'm using some of these stickers, some of like the leaves stickers, to make it look like the cheetah is in the midst of some foliage. I like how that turned out as well. These stickers, I'm going crazy with these stickers, y'all. I'm placing them wherever I see fit. This page, I put a border on it, and I actually went back later to add more elements because I just felt like that collage at the top left needed a little bit more, and I will insert a picture of it a little later. See, right now you can see me playing around with different things, trying to figure out where to put things, and I didn't like anything that I was doing at that moment, so I kind of left it alone. It was really messing with me, so I kind of sat back and looked at it for a minute, and when I couldn't figure out what to do, I just left it alone until later. So the last thing I'm going to do is put the title on this page. I'm using the same technique that I used on the previous page with those two green colors. If you are new to ombreing, I would say practice it. And then just play around with some colors. You can do two different colors, like a pink and a purple. You can do the same colors like I am doing with the green, like a light green and a dark green. And if you're a little bit hesitant on doing that, then you can just use one color. So the way that you would do it with one color is just to write the word out first and then just go over the top or the bottom, whichever part that you want to be darker. Just go over it in one swipe, and that would create an ombre look as well. You can add some white gel pen to them to make them look like bubble letters. I've done that before. You can add a shadow in a very, very light color. You can do a lot of things with the lettering. It's all up to how you want it to be. Just play around with it if you're new to it. So this next page is her favorites page, and I'm just going to draw out a lot of boxes in various sizes, some rectangles all over both pages. This page is going to be for her to write down her favorite Bible verses, her favorite quotes, song lyrics, whatever she wants to write down and keep as a memory. I then add this one picture that I also got from Pinterest, and I am going to add some details to this picture. So right now I'm just outlining the shapes of everything, like the leaves in the foreground, and then I'm just going to add some rays to the sun. I thought this was so cute. It makes it look like the sun has some charm and some character. And I am using a Micron in the size 0.5. I usually like to use something a little bit thinner, but I did want the details to stand out a little bit more, so I did use a thicker pen. And then I'm just going to write the word favorites in one of these boxes. I'm going to play around with a few of these leaf stickers that I picked out earlier in the beginning of the video. And then just like that first page, I did go back and add some details to this page as well. And I will insert a picture or a clip right here of how this page turned out. And this is the final flip through. So I will insert some pictures or some clips of the weekly spreads that I did for her. I did not record them because they're all exactly the same. So since she uses this for notes, I don't change up the layup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys back for another video next week. Bye.